Oh hey, the up about section for Petscop channel has updated. Here we go again. Welcome to my second video on Petscop. I'll be discussing Petscop 22 to 24. So yeah. So first of all, Paul is back. He was talking to someone after he inputted the tool where was the windmill, and it came up with something that he censored, which I think may be his house. And he said, "This is what he said. It's a two. I know, me too. First thought, not a lot of detail. Looks like a stone, right? Not yet. It's just basically talking about measuring a stone, windmill, and conversions to try and figure out if something's to scale or not." And they said that the family, he's not telling the family because they intimidate me, and he mentions Jill particularly. And he said that he did not voluntarily mention whoever he was talking to, and he reveals that the person that he's talking to is the person that he's been talking to for the first few episodes, saying, "I want to record this for you to let you know that this video game is real." And it also says that you aren't family and probably don't have a room and won't be able to escape. He also says that you're a genius, puzzle genius, and that the Bell character is gone. Then later on, he asks, why would I be in a car recording Petscop, which is, I think, is a callback to the theory that he's playing Petscop in a car, because if you slowed down one of the videos, you could hear like a car door slamming. So he's going on, then he gets hit by a car, and he says, "What the fuck?" Then Belle appears, and and he's obviously doesn't know. He says, "Shit, what are you doing here?" She just appears and she keeps on pointing to the right, and he keeps on saying what, and it's like, look to the right. And yeah. Then after that, there's a cutscene of him going into a building, and there's a message saying, "Hi there, sorry for pulling you out of class. I know you've been busy catching up. Don't worry, I just want to talk to you." Meanwhile, there's rusty swing sounds. "Hey, do you want to play a game? You can pick any game you want, and we can play it together." So Paul picks Grave Robber, and the mechanics are very interesting. It first says place a windmill, which must be connected to Marvin's murder of, I think, Lena Leskowitz, and it says place first grave, place second grave, and place third grave. And then person says, "I called you several times and you didn't come. Do I have the wrong name here? I noticed you named your file Strange Situation. Is that your name? Please confirm." The poll then confirms Paul. Then it keeps on. Then it says, "Paul, okay, your turn, Paul." And then talks about are you right-handed or left-handed? And then they reveal that Paul is left-handed, and that the person talking is right-handed. So yeah, it's not really. And yeah, it's Paul ends up digging something. I think it was a black box. And yeah, anyway, he continues on, and then the message says that kids shouldn't swear. Do you know why? It doesn't sound right. It's disturbing. And then the other player finds something, and then they say, "That's a very big booby on your face. We're going to help you together. Everyone is. When you reach for your shoes will be there. When you walk through the doorway, the door will be open. Wherever you go, the floor will continue under your feet. Every move you make will be valid. Everything you see will become real. Everything you will become the truth. Your turn." And then Paul presses quit and says, "Oh, don't blame me. Game robbery is a vile game." And then Paul returns to Grave Robber, and then they say, "No, it's okay. You can go. I hope you find your real home." And then it goes down to what seems to be the basement of the school building, then takes a left, but we don't see what happens. Up next, Petscop 23. So it opens with a photo of a 3D model of what looks to be Marvin, and Marvin says "Pal." Oh yeah, before that, there's he goes into another room which has a TV on it called Petscop Kids, and it has like a pyramid type thing, and it interacts with the pyramid. Then later on we see Marvin saying, "What room are you in?" And Paul looks around all the rooms, then he gets to one, then he finds that in shock that that's his room. And then he says, "Thanks, here I come." And then he says, "No, what? No, no." And then there's a moment of silence, assuming that Marvin's found him and is likely going to kill him. Then Belle appears and says, "I'm sorry." Paul replies, "Help." And then they go over to the whiteboard and it has 9 to 19, which is the date that Petscop 23, 22, and 24 were released. And there's a thing that's being censored. Now, I think that is "Do You Remember Being Born?" is what is censored out, but I will talk about it later when we get to the end of the episode about what this all means. So then he uses those as coordinates to open a lock, and then it says "Your New Life Letter" with the name Tiara Lickowitz. Tiara. And it says, "You're off to school today. I will miss you. I love you so much. I miss you so much when you're off to school for the day. I'll be waiting for you when you come home. I'll be on the lawn chair in the driveway waiting for the bus to drop you off. Every day I'm so happy to see you come home and tell me what you learned. Hope everyone treats you with love and respect. Love you no matter what, Mommy." So, and then it comes up to, he then enters down the basement and he goes down and it becomes like this dirt hole. And it says, "You'll find the machine up ahead. This is the only entry or exit. You'll pass through this room as you leave. Keep in mind, everything here your baby will see." So it starts chucking a few things down the hole, the crayons, and looks to be a house, and then thinks about dropping down the Marvin, but eventually does. And then once it drops down, chucks Marvin down the hole, a door opens, and then you catch Kier B. And then the description of Kier B reads, "Kier is scared and pounding on the door. I open it. It's so dark that I can't see her. So I pull her out and the light hits her face. And they won't even give me a picture of her now. They're all scattered in graves, and I'm a piece of shit. Here I go." I think that description is from Marvin, because we see a shovel scrolls across the box, and considering that grave robbery seemed to be about Marvin murdering people and you dig up graves, I think there was Marvin trying to dig up maybe Lina's grave or someone else. However, you see that here has the same eyes as Lina. So he enters this weird room with Marvin and Belle, and he goes over to the box and drains all the money, which was 500. And then Marvin says, "Put baby." And then it says "Spin when ready," and he says "Time to play." So the new maker pulls out the Needles piano and starts playing. However, Marvin doesn't like it and says, "Fuck, stop, stop," then runs away. So when he spins Kier back, which he put in sort of like the child library from, I think, one of the early episodes, like episode 6, I believe, it's replacing an egg in court. And I looked up on the Petscop subreddit, and it turns out that the egg description of "you should start thinking about that" is actually from one of the old, um, it's an old description that's been cut out. So he goes back to the locker where he finds the love letter, and then he puts the egg with the other egg. And then at the end, we see the ending shot of what appears to be a garage or a room with computers that we've seen before. Now Petscop 24. It's basically credits, and it says the word now colon, and it has the same in the description of the Petscop episode on YouTube. And it says Petscop Kids, so perhaps Petscop Kids is the name of the characters, or maybe the real name is Petscop Kids, and Petscop is just a working title at some point. But anyway, it goes down, there's a whole list of names, some of them that don't appear in the series, but I'm going to talk about the ones that do appear. Amber is considered an angel. Belle, Smart, Carrie, also known as Kier, Dizzy, Mike, Painter, and yep, that's it. And then it says, and now a message from Mrs. Mark, who's working very hard as we speak. And it's a message saying, "Hi Michael, consider this your birthday card. Sorry I can't put money in it. When I heard how many kids were coming to your party, I was impressed. Thank your brother for letting you and your friends play games all day and making you so popular. Also thank your other auntie for making this all possible. If you see her, I mean, not everyone can. But anyway, happy 7th. I'm so sorry I couldn't be there. I hope this my gift makes up for it. It's the one in the black box. Carrie helped pick it out. Thank her. Opening gifts is so fun. A lot of little mysteries, and all are solved. So cathartic. Anyway, I hope you have fun. See you later. Love you, Auntie Anna. P.S. Whatever you do, don't shake the box. Flower. And then it shows, a black flower, which I think is a daisy. Now, what does this mean for the series? I think that Paul is Michael Hammond reincarnated. In this game, is meant to lead Paul through the rebirth situation. However, now that it has the 2nd of September 2019, I believe that that's the date that Paul is released from the game and can live a new life. Because he seems to be controlled by Marvin. However, once he got the letter and got the credits, that was it. He's finally free. And yeah, that's why I think that Petscop is the final. This is the final episode of Petscop 24. So yeah, upcoming. Basically the same thing, because this video's been made only 2 days later after the next episode. So yeah, like and subscribe if you liked this video, and yeah.